there, Virgo. Welcome to your October 2024 General Tarot Update. It's Rena here. Boy, I keep getting that Four of Cups. A lot of disillusionment for some reason. I don't know why. Oh my goodness. I don't know why the collective, maybe it's, intense energies, I suppose, which is par for the course. At this time, we have eclipse season. I have a video about October, astrological video that you can find on my channel already posted. The heart of the matter is the Hierophant. This is a card that's connected to Taurus. I connect it to Sagittarius. Look at that mandala. This can be a card that's connected to spiritual matters, but it's also a card connected to tradition, to what has come before. I always think when I'm thinking of like maybe career issues that the person is working in like a corporate environment where there is like a structure, there's a system in place, and maybe they're not really necessarily happy about that. They're looking for something more open-ended, more creative, and less kind of conformist in the past position. And by the way, the past position can be leading up to right now. It's not just something that's come and gone. Five of Wands, this can be a card of dog eat dog, like in the workplace, a lot of competition. And it can be very stressful, especially for a Virgo person, because you're not really, you're an earth sign, so you're not like super emotional, as it is, although some of you, because of your moon sign, might be more emotional. But it's a card of competitive. I think the average Virgo person doesn't really want to be competitive. They just want to be productive. And you may have inner planets in Libra that want kind of harmony in the workplace, not the sense of like fighting with one another or just competing, which I think of as a form of like fighting. Now, sometimes this can be an environment that's very like feisty, and it's not toxic necessarily. It's just like people who are very ambitious all in the same space. But even that can feel a little bit uncomfortable unless you are in tune with it in some way. Sometimes Virgo people, I think, do struggle with insecurity and, through perfectionism, obviously, that's like a big one. And that can make them shy away from any kind of situation where they could possibly come across as inferior, because that might be a big fear of yours. And yet this may be kind of triggered every day in the workplace. You might feel like people are kind of exposing your weaknesses. I don't know a better word to describe them as. And that just like freaks you out. Because again, with perfectionism, it's not about being realistic about what you can do and what you can't do, or what it's possible for you to do. Because even if we can't do something in this moment, it doesn't mean that we won't be able to do so in the future. But the person who's a perfectionist is so hard on themselves that they won't even, allow themselves to fail temporarily until they get the hang of something. Sometimes that's too threatening for a person to like deal with their possible imperfections. What crosses you is the Six of Wands. This is a card of, you see the woman, this is connected to Leo, and it's a card of receiving accolades. So taking your bow. And how I interpret this card as it pertains to the workplace is if you're in a place where you're not getting those strokes or that praise, that can be very difficult, because everybody thrives when they are given positive feedback. And if for some reason, and the Five of Wands suggests that sometimes this is kind of like cultivated, where they're trying to make you fight with others, compete with others, because then you are easier to manage. And that can be something that they're doing in order to get more, results professionally, or, within the workplace, get people to work harder, get people to work longer, if they can stoke that competitive quality. It's not really good, but it happens sometimes, and maybe you need to see that because it's showing up maybe emotionally, that you can tell. What's coming in is the Nine of Swords. This can be a card of anxiety. Pay attention to how you feel. Now, all of these cards could also be with your love life. So if you're dealing with somebody who is competitive with you, who may be feeling bad about their own situation in life, that they're experiencing, maybe they are unemployed and they feel bad about that. So instead of trying to better themselves, they try to make you feel insecure. And sometimes some of these people know exactly how to do that. So pay attention to any situation, be it a job or a relationship, where you're feeling anxious, because it could be a toxic relationship. Nothing is perfect, and sometimes we do feel anxiety, and it's not necessarily because somebody else's actions, but I'm talking about habitually. The outcome is the King of Cups. This could be consulting a therapist, some kind of counselor or healer. This person may be, I think that's a singing bowl. So it might be like some kind of natural, I think it's natural, a natural for Virgo people to seek natural healing. And this could be like the person, I noticed that they have like a fish pendant. So maybe is this connected to Pisces? I know it's water energy. So if not Pisces, for some reason I always think of Cancer or Scorpio. This might be somebody that you meet, that you vibe with quite a bit, who's very gentle, but very mature emotionally. Could be a water sign, like I said. This person may be, master of their emotions. That's why I said emotionally mature. They might be in a position of authority, so it could be like a sympathetic boss, or future boss. Maybe it's somebody, or maybe a teacher. If you're studying under someone and you hope to be doing some sort of healing modality, and you're in that process of learning from someone, that can be what you cling to as you experience, things going on in your current job that are not necessarily to your liking. Because I think people tend to do better when they are working on the issue, rather than just sitting there paralyzed and like, oh my gosh, it's like a very toxic work environment. If you know that you are on this path of study or training, that can be very helpful. And just like a general therapist too, if you feel like you're stuck somehow, you might seek that out, or an energy healer, something. And that would be appropriate. for what you're dealing with. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I mean, Virgo. I was thinking of Pisces, of the King of Cups. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you'd like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.